one of the biggest things too as an industry that we need to come together is really to continue to ask help from government. The PPP, of course, helped every type of business in the U.S., but there hasn't been an industry-specific aid for our industry, which employs 15 million people. And at 50% occupancy, there's not one restaurant that can survive paying 100% rent. And once the PPP runs out, we're not going to have any help.
A business that doesn't evolve in this time, I think will go extinct. It's just like, life itself. You have to evolve and adapt to the circumstances. Unfortunately for us, our entire business model, most of it was based on having human bodies in a space. So parties, memberships, classes, like people coming together, spending time with Clay, and sharing materials, sharing tools. Now that all has to change.
Consumer behavior has shifted over the last 8 weeks, and I think we've played a part in that. We've made staying at home and ordering in even more attractive than I think it was a few weeks ago. It's very important for us to be following the CDC guidelines to the T. If we are able to feel and make consumers feel safe, the faster they will come out to our restaurants, to our dining rooms, and the faster we're going to be able to recover from this.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.